Do not touch your phone. Right after today's tech update, we're diving into a must-hear call from my weekend Kim Komando show that you can get as a podcast. It's called Kim Komando Today. Last week, I spoke about big tech's big lies, starting with how cutting the cable would save us a ton of money. But that's not the only broken promise. There were 3 of them, big ones, and they all sounded great, and they were all lies. I'm Kim Komando for Incogni. Stop robocalls, spam text, junk email, and remove yourself from the internet. Get 60% off at privacykim.com. Big tech's promise of less expensive home entertainment by using streaming rather than cable is false. Streaming is now more expensive. You were also promised that ride shares, Uber and Lyft, would be cheaper than taxi cabs. Another lie. The original prices for ride shares were unsustainable. Everybody lost money. Turns out cab drivers' prices were right after all. Now Uber and Lyft cost just as much. And then there's the cloud for business. It was going to be cheaper and more secure. Small startups may see initially low prices, but as the company's needs grow, cloud prices shoot up, and by that time, the business is hooked. Enter to win a new iPhone at winfromkim.com.
Hey, have you heard about The Current? It's this amazing free tech newsletter that keeps you in the loop about everything, AI, making money, and insider tips to get ahead at work and life. Everything is tech now. I can't afford to fall behind, and neither can you. In just 5 minutes a day, that's it. The Current makes it so easy to stay ahead without feeling overwhelmed. Join 500,000 people at getthecurrent.com. It's free. Don't be left behind. That's getthecurrent.com. Sign up now. Getthecurrent.com.
Okay, as promised, here's a standout call for my show. Diane in Springfield, Massachusetts. Hi there, Diane.
Hi there. This is an honor to talk to you, Kim, and thank you for advocating for those of us who struggle with technology.
Oh, you betcha.
So we live in a very remote portion of the state, and we are one of the lucky towns that have just started to have fiber. Many of the surrounding communities do not have high-speed internet yet. Now, my husband and I run a very rural animal rescue and foster sanctuary, and we currently have a small, well, she's not small, she's young, 2-year-old Great Dane who is jumping our 4-foot-high fence and being naughty and running off into our woods, which abut a state forest. So when she takes off, she's gone for a few hours, and we can't access where she is. So if I put an ear tag on her with no one, surrounding us having high-speed internet, would we be able to track her?
It's probably not if you're in a super rural area. Because see, the AirTags, they not only they don't really work off of cellular as much as they work off of Bluetooth. And so the signal from the AirTag bounces from various Apple devices around it in order to pinpoint a precise location. And so, for example, if I have no cell phone coverage, but I have, I have a Wi-Fi network and I've got an iPhone and I've got an AirTag, then we're going to be able to track down the dog. So that being the case, and is it a big town or is it you said it's a small town?
1,000 people.
Oh, I wouldn't bank on an AirTag. I wouldn't trust an AirTag. If you're going to be looking for any type of device in order to track this dog, that's when you're probably going to be looking at a GPS type collar. And when you start looking at GPS-based collars, is that you've got pretty much 2 names in the industry that come up. One is called Fi, that's Fi, and the other one's called Halo. And these have, I actually have the Fi on my Golden Retriever, Abby, as well as an AirTag.
Okay.
Just in case. And with the Fi collar is that you can pinpoint her on a map. You can set up geofences. They also have a little bit of a social media profile if you want for your dog, and other dogs can follow your dog. And, it's waterproof, so she can jump in the pool with it. But the big distinction between the two is that with Fi, the battery life is 3 months, and with the Halo collar, it's 24 hours. So who wants to charge this darn thing every 24 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because it's GPS-based, it can be used in your community. So that's where I'd be looking at something like a Fi collar. Now, of course, if I say GPS and it's a collar and how much it's going to cost, I mean, you can buy 3 months for $54. and it's subscription based. And then of course you got to buy the collar itself. That's about $110. And so that would probably be, if I'm really trying to track a dog in a rural area, and I want to make sure that it doesn't go over the fence, because you can set up a geofence. You know what a geofence is? You know what that is, right?
No.
Okay. A geofence is a virtual fence. So on a map, you would draw a box. And so when the dog goes out of this box on the land, like a virtual, on your property, you draw a box.
Okay.
And then if the dog goes outside that box, you're going to get an automatic text message alert, email, however you set it up.
I see.
So you would know exactly the moment, and you know exactly where she's located. And dogs, like you said, you have a great rescue operation going there. And, dogs are our family. They are. I mean, I love my Abby dog. She's just so funny. If you want to see a great video of Abby, head over to Instagram.com/Kim Komando, and you can see, from time to time, I'll look outside and I can't find her. And then I look in the spa, and she's like dancing in the spa. This dog is dancing in the spa. It's so crazy. So anyway, again, you want to check out the Fi collar, Diane, and thank you for your call. A standing ovation to you for tuning in. Yay! Now, if you're puzzled by a tech issue, here's your call to action. Head to komando.com, select Email Kim. I read each and every note like it's the final round in a tech trivia game. And you can amp up your tech know-how by getting my free daily newsletter. It's just waiting for you over at getkim.com.